Hello friends, in our previous video on schizophrenia, many of you complained about audio problem and many of you wants this lecture in English. So we are trying to give you the best our best for your help. So in this video we will study schizophrenia in English. The same content is given in the previous language or previous video, but due to some problems we are again remaking this video. In this video we will study only important points on schizophrenia without spending your time. We start. So this is all on your screen and we will study schizophrenia. So first one is the Emil Kraepelin, that who give the dementia precox. This question is asked so many times, that who give dementia precox. So answer will be Emil Kraepelin. Okay friends, we will not spend your any excessive time. We will give you only the points that comes in exams repeatedly. So the next is the Benedict Morel, that give demens precoxy. Okay, but this is not important. Again we will see on the next slide age of onset. The most important thing is, for male this is 10 to 25 year, for females this is 25 to 35 year. Means you can say that male who is unmarried get more chances, while females after marriage get more chances. This is very easy way, that is 10 to 25 year for male and for females 25 to 35 year. Okay friends, when they ask us about average age of onset, the answer will be 25 year. Okay, again we see that this is in very early onset, that will be before 13 year of age, that will be very early onset. One more thing I want to tell you, this schizophrenia females has good prognosis than males. Okay, means male had poor prognosis while the females recovery is better. And again one thing is dementia onset, that occurs in the old age and the age is 65 years. So all the questions comes from here. Okay, next slide, Eugene Bleuler. This is very important thing, that he termed schizophrenia. So question is asked, who give schizophrenia term? So answer will be Eugene Bleuler. Okay, he gave primary symptoms of schizophrenia, that is known as 4A. Okay, so this is asked so many types. I have explained it in my first video. So first is ambivalence, second is loss of association, affective disturbance and autistic behavior. The ambivalence will be first, association lost hoga second, and affective disturbance and autistic behavior. Friends, this is also asked many times, and you should keep in mind that what will be the away from this 4A means I want to say that keep it in mind always. What is the 4A? Ambivalence means it is inability to decide in favor or against. Means patient has, suppose the two options are there for patient and he is not able to choose one, whether he choose A or B, he cannot understand. So this is ambivalence, means he is in confusion whether which one to be choose by him. Okay, so this is ambivalence. Next is affective disturbance. Affective disturbance means inappropriate affect, means affect will not be according to his thought. Okay, so suppose this is thought is he is in happy mood but he is crying, he is sad but he is laughing. So this is affective disturbance, inappropriate affect, you can say. This is this is affective disturbance. Okay friends, so you should keep in mind always explanation along with what is coming in 4A. So first was ambivalence and second was affective disturbance. Example is given here, crying on a good moment and laughing on a sad moment. Next is autistic behavior. We will discuss it different. Autism means patient lacks communication. So this is given at 1943. Leo Kanner many times asked, this is important for less than 3 year age. This behavior is seen is less than 3 year of age patient. What we will see: communication problem, social interaction problem, stereotype, mannerism, and repetitive behavior. So this is all I have discussed in my psychiatry lecture first. Okay friends, this is also comes in under 4a, blue lights 4a. Okay, you can say this is important for less than 3 year of age. Kurt Snyder, this he gives Snyder's first rank symptoms. This is also asked, first rank symptom was given by, then answer will be Kurt Snyder. What is the three about thought? Thought alienation, we can say, thought insertion, thought withdrawal, and thought broadcasting. I have explained all these three things in my first psychiatric lecture, so I will not waste my time on here. Okay. Mm, Second is auditory hallucination. You can understand auditory hallucination means patient is listening something different that is not audible for others. Means thought echo or audible thought means he thinks that his thought is echoing. Hmm? His thoughts are listened by other. Okay. Second is running commentary, or we can say third person call. Means suppose patient is walking and he listens that somebody is saying that he is that I am walking and I am sitting. Means every whatever he is doing, he said that he listens that somebody is saying that. That is running commentary. And third is arguing or discussing. Means patient argue with himself. Means there is no other third person with him he can talk, but he always say no, 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 you will not go, you will do this, you will do this. Okay. Seventh is somatic passivity. This is very important, asked so many times. So friends, keep in mind, this is asked so many times in exams, that somatic passivity comes in. So answer will be schizophrenia. What is the somatic passivity? Body activity controlled by someone others. Means he thinks that I am eating, means it is controlled by someone others. I am sleeping, this is also controlled by someone others. They are making me to sleep, they are making me to eat. Okay. The at number, delusional perception. Means you can say that perception delusion. I have discussed in previous videos delusion. So what will be illogical meaning to normal perception? Okay. Illogical meaning to normal perception, that is delusion. Such as next one is the controlled or mad phenomena. Controlled or mad phenomena means thought of someone making me to do this. Okay. Suppose affect means he is laughing, he is smiling, that is controlled by someone others. Okay. So, mad volition means action is controlled by someone others. Means he is writing a letter, but that is under the control of someone others, he thinks. And impulse, whatever impulse come in his mind, in his body, that is also controlled by someone other. These 11 are the first rank symptom of schizophrenia. Very important points. You should not miss any single word of this video if you want to get selected. So friends, this is our efforts to give you best. Okay. So next one is, what will be the diagnostic criteria for schizophrenia? This is also asked so many times. First one will be delusion, second is hallucination, third is disorganized speech, disorganized behavior, and the fifth one is the negative symptom. That is very important. If a patient is having negative symptoms, means he will get poor prognosis. This is also a question. Okay, what is the negative symptoms and what is the positive symptoms? Positive symptoms are added due to the illness, such as delusion, hallucination. You can see we have tick on upper side. Okay. And that are added in the illness. ठीक है, that are added in the patient. These are known as positive symptoms, while negative symptoms, when we discuss about the negative symptoms, negative symptoms are subtracted due to the illness, means they are subtracted from the patient, means anhedonia. Suppose patient is not willing to do, so patient is not happy in daily routine activity. Okay, so this is negative symptoms. Affective flattening means patient cannot feel, sorry, patient cannot show any affect. He is always in neutral affect. He neither smiles nor cries. He is always shows a flat effect, that is affective flattening. Okay friends, so next, in the next slide we will see, this is types of schizophrenia. Friends, you, this is not visible for you, but I will explain every single word. First is the paranoid schizophrenia, that is the commonest type of schizophrenia. Okay, delusion and hallucination is present in this, and this has good prognosis. Personality will be intact, personality will not be changed here. These are important things only we are covering here. So paranoid schizophrenia is the commonest schizophrenia. It has a late onset. Late onset means after 45. Okay, it has good prognosis and personality will be intact. Okay friends, this is important thing. Next we will discuss about the hebephrenic schizophrenia. Hebephrenic schizophrenia, in this you can see disorganized mood, you will see disorganized mood, such as giggling, hmm, giggling and the patient is having early onset. It has poor prognosis. Prognosis will be poor. If you asked which one have poor prognosis, then answer hebephrenic, and the worst prognosis will go to the simple. Okay, personality disorientation will be here. Okay, giggling, mirror gazing, this will be seen in here, because this is not normal phenomena regarding to the personality. So you can choose the answer, personality changes will be here. Okay, personality deterioration to the maximum. Okay, next will be catatonia. Here will be the prognosis, best prognosis. You can see catatonic schizophrenia has best prognosis, and antipsychotics not given here. In catatonia we will not give antipsychotics. Next is the simple, that has negative symptoms, and the negative, due to the negative symptoms it has worst prognosis. I have already told you that if patient is having negative symptoms, he will show worst prognosis among all four. Okay, this is also asked many times in the question, many time in the exams. Friends, keep in mind all the important points I have told you. If this screen is not visible on your screen, okay, keep in mind first prognosis will be regarding to the simple schizophrenia or negative symptoms. Okay, and the good prognosis will be paranoid. Next we will discuss catatonia. You have seen that I have discussed this in my previous first video. So sign will be the flexibility, cataplexy. What happens here? Doctor does it and patient maintains it. Means doctor will raise his hand and patient will keep it up. Okay, so this is flexibility, cataplexy. Okay, rigidity means patient did it himself and relates for more than 1 minute. Means if, okay, rigidity means if we are what if we are making patient's head raise, patient himself make his hand raise up and keeps for more than 1 minute, that is rigidity and posturing both will come. Okay, we have discussed it in our previous video. Echolalia and echopraxia. Echolalia means repeating of the same words. Okay, and echopraxia means repeating of the action. These both are asked so many times. Echolalia and echopraxia. Okay, friends, these are important points. We have discussed flexibility, cataplexy, rigidity and posturing in our video previously. This screen is some problem occurs. Okay, so we have seen this catatonia. Next we will discuss about what is catatonia in our next video. Okay, catatonia in continuation of negative mannerism, that both are seen in the autism I have discussed you. Okay, and negativism and mutism stupor. Negativism means not obeying the command, and stupor means only respond to painful stimuli. Stereotype means repetition of non goal directed, and mannerism means repetition of goal directed activity. This is two different thing. Stereotype means repetition of non goal directed, means goal is not, there is no goal and patient is repeating the same. And mannerism, in mannerism patient repeat same word but same thing, that is goal directed. Negativism means not obeying command, I have already discussed. And stupor means होता है कि patient only respond to painful stimuli. Okay, these are also important point, keep in mind. Again, what is the first line of treatment? That is lorazepam. Okay, and ECT. In catatonia we are talking first line of treatment is lorazepam, and if patient is not responding to lorazepam, then we will give ECT. Antipsychotics is not given in catatonia, I have already told you in the